listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experience Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Forty-seven minutes past the hour. You are listening to Ghost Talk Radio with me as your host, Shelley Robertson. We are broadcasting live on station WBHM DV from Ohio's most haunted jail, the Old Paulding Jail, located in Paulding, Ohio. Tonight, I have been discussing haunted cemeteries, and if you missed the first part of the show, you can always listen to our show archives at your leisure on Spreaker, Google Play, and iTunes. We will post all the archives on our Ghost Talk Radio Facebook page. Just go to Facebook, type in the search feature, Ghost Talk Radio, and we will pop right up. Now, before the break, I was talking about this crazy cemetery that got the bodies dug up and about a screaming corpse. But I will tell you another one. We're going to jump across the pond real quick here. And there's some other places in other countries that I find just amazingly interesting. And one is the Highgate Cemetery in London, England. Highgate Cemetery, it opened in 1839 and is the final resting place for many famed people, and one being Karl Marx. Highgate Cemetery is located in North London, England. The original author of Dracula, Bram Stoker, is said to have been inspired by the creepiness of Highgate Cemetery while he was writing. This cemetery is 37 acres and inhabits London's woodland. There are approximately 170,000 people buried in around 53,000 graves across the West Cemetery and the East Cemetery at Highgate. Now, Highgate Cemetery is notable both for some of the people buried there, as well as its de facto status as a nature reserve. The West Cemetery is designated Grade 2 on the Register of Historic Parks and Gardens. Now, Highgate Cemetery is known for its ghosts and strange happenings. It's home to the Highgate Vampire. I know that sounds crazy, but this phantom is said to be 7 foot tall, dark, and have piercing eyes, and wears a long black coat and top hat. He is said to often vanish into thin air. Then there were other reports of a red-eyed ghoul, and he peers through the graveyard gates at the main entrance. It is also said that folks' cars will break down for no explanations. Further reports state that an old insane woman ghost is seen running along the gravestones with her hair flowing, really long hair, and she looks for her children she once murdered. Other popular ghosts here include a dark shrouded figure, a businessman, and a floating nun. Very, very interesting. So I'm not sure if I believe all of those. There might be some hauntings there. Then there is Greyfriars Cemetery in Edinburgh, Scotland. Now, this cemetery is directly behind a pub, and you'll find it's one of Edinburgh's most haunted locations in all of Scotland. The Greyfriars Cemetery is in there is a restless spirit by the name of Bluendy, and he haunts one of Scotland's cemeteries. And now this guy's name was actually George Mackenzie Bluendy. Now he was buried there in 1861, and it is said that he is a violent poltergeist. It is said that the Mackenzie poltergeist causes bruising, bites, and even cuts on people who come in contact with him. So I guess he would be a little frightening. Then we have La Noria Cemetery, and it's in Chile. La Noria is an abandoned mining town with a horrific history revolving around forced labor and slavery abuse. This graveyard consists of open graves and exposed bones. Now, eyewitnesses have reported that when the sun goes down here, the dead rise from their graves and begin walking towards the abandoned mining town. Now, that is something I would like to witness. Locals of Chile have also reported seeing children inside the abandoned schools as if they were still attending classes. How fascinating is that? So it would be kind of like witnessing, you think of a zombie apocalypse, but it wouldn't really be a zombies. It would be a ghost, like a ghost apocalypse. How awesome would it be to witness something like that? Let's go back a little bit to Ohio, and I'm going to talk about, for a couple of moments, one last cemetery. And I have done an investigation there, and it's in a small, tiniest little blink of a town, Ohio City, Ohio. And this cemetery, there is a huge monument of a man and a woman, and I do have a video with my findings on YouTube, and you can just search me up, Shelley Robertson, on YouTube, or you can type in 187PI and find my YouTube channel. But I do have a video of a portion of the investigation I done there involving this monument. It is a man and a woman, and there was legend around this monument that the woman moves, that you can see blood coming from her eyes, that all kinds of different things. So it intrigued me. So I'm like, let's go to this cemetery and check out this monument. Well, as I was walking towards the monument, the wind just started picking up like hugely the closer I got to this cemetery. So it said that if you lock eyes with the female in this statue, and it's huge, it's bigger than life size, that she will follow and watch you. So I got my camera and I got in place, and you can watch the whole video of it happening. And it does indeed look as though her head moves and turns and is watching you. It's the most bizarre, I think, video that I think I've ever shot, and it's not been tampered, altered, nothing. But if you want to get a look at that, it's, I think, one of the most bizarre and creepy videos I have ever done. Now, at this time, I want to take a moment to talk about what we have going on here at the jail for the month of July. First of all, I want to thank everyone who came to the historic tours here at the jail a little over a week ago during John Paulding Days. It was a great success, and I'm thankful for all the help with my team and Kim Sutton of the Paulding Historical Society. She was such a big help in organizing and getting the historic tours going. She did a lot of promotion. She printed up the pamphlets, and oh my gosh, she is an amazing lady, and I want to say thank you for that. Now, this past weekend, we had a ghost hunt, and it turned out really great, and our next actual ghost hunt is not in July, but it's in August 3rd and 4th, and it's a ghost hunt weekends ghost hunting event. and Ghost Hunt Weekends is one of the largest paranormal event companies in the United States with an office in the UK. It is owned and operated by Chad and Stacy Morin, and they are just fantastic people. They put on and organize some of the most fantastic events at some of the most haunted locations. So if you want to get a chance to attend a Ghost Hunt Weekends ghost hunting event, which is a public event at the jail, just go to ghosthuntweekends.com and click on the Old Paulding Jail. There's only a few remaining dates for the rest of the ghost hunting season available at the jail. So if you want to get a chance to do that, you might want to go ahead and reserve your spot. Now, we do have a very special investigation coming up July 29th, and it is actually hosted by 187PI, me and my team, and it is the anniversary of the death and birth of Gary Murray, who was found hanged in the first floor cell block in 1998. So it wasn't only his death, but it was also his birthday. Every year during this time is when Gary shows up and he communicates with us. And each year we find out a little bit more about what happened back on that tragic day. So this year I wanted to do something a little special and have a birthday party for Gary instead of just concentrating on the tragic event. I kind of wanted to do a little celebration of his actual life. So we are having a barbecue for this actual investigation, and a little birthday ceremony for Gary. And then we will actually have the investigation to learn more about his circumstance. He shows up every year on the anniversary date, and during this investigation I will let everybody know how I come to find out about Gary. It's quite unbelievable and quite amazing. I have a couple of questions from a guy named Andy, and the first one, he asked if I've ever investigated Tontagani Cemetery in Tontagani, Ohio, and I have not. I have not investigated that place, and yes, unfortunately, here at the jail, we have a very hard time with our smoke detectors. We put new batteries in them all the time, and it just seems as though I've never replaced so many batteries in smoke detectors as I do at this jail. And of course, here we go again. They're going off, and I am so sorry for that, everybody. I think what we're going to have to do is go to electric ones here soon in the future, because we cannot keep batteries, and they just started going off again. And also, I do believe Andy is with Fringe Paranormal, and I do believe he's going to be coming to Gary's event on the 29th, as well as I do believe Kat Hobson, a good friend Lori Dorsey, will be there. You